Hello, my name is Joshua Gonzalez, and today I'll be going over the Unit 2 summary of the Introduction to Speech Communications. Unit 2 compromises chapters 13, 14, 15, and 16, and basically revolves around the topic of informative speaking or an informative presentation. Starting with chapter 13, it starts off with how you prepare and do your research. You would want to start off with an audience analysis, which basically gauges your audience based on their demographic, their beliefs, and their psychology and whatnot. So that way you can mold your presentation in order to fit the audience and their needs. The next comes up is the thesis statement, which, like we've all done in essays, is the main point of what our presentation consists of. Basically, what you want to do in an informative presentation is that your thesis statement is going to be what you're informing the audience about, and basically that's what your whole presentation should revolve around, similar to an essay. Next is the credibility of your sources on how basically credible they are. Are they close to the present time, or are they close to the 2000s or the 1990s? The closer it is to the present time, the more credible it becomes. It also becomes more credible based on the author who wrote the thing that wrote the information you're looking at. Are they regarded in their field, regarded on the topic that they are presenting, so that way it is more credible for you, and that way your presentation is not flawed and is not faulty in any way. Chapter 14 follows the outline of your presentation, basically the skeleton. Basically, it consists of what an essay consists of. Your main introduction, consisting with a thesis statement, the body, which is your main points that you're going to be presenting through your entire presentation, and little sub-points that you use to prove or further inform the audience about on your main points. And then the conclusion, which wraps up everything that you've just said, to basically re-engage the audience, to remind them what the presentation was about, and leave them on a note that makes them think after your presentation is done. Chapter 15 focuses on your delivery of your presentation based on your body language, how you present vocally, and how you present physically. There are 4 different ways of presenting. One is using the manuscript, which is basically reading off note cards while you present. Another is memorizing, basically writing your notes down on note cards, memorizing them before you make your presentation, and then presenting them to the class all memorized in your head. Next is impromptu, which is basically you're thinking of your presentation right there on the spot. It's on the fly right then and there. And then there's extemporaneously, which is basically a combination of all 3 of them combined. Like I said, it also focuses on your vocal presentation and your vocal delivery, how your pitch is, how the volume of your voice is, how you present yourself, like I said, with your body language is also a key factor in what you'll be judged on when you're making a presentation in any type of topic. And last but not least, Chapter 16 focuses on the main topic of the whole unit, which is informative speaking and informative presentations. Basically, an informative presentation is a presentation that you have on a topic that you're just informing the audience about, rather than giving your own opinion or your own bias based on that topic. It's giving facts, and it's giving facts alone. If it has any opinion based on you or based on another person, then it's not considered an informative presentation. You want your audience to get just what they need based on the facts and prove your point factually of what your topic is. I really think this unit helps a lot with those who struggle with speech, because it has a whole chapter dedicated to how you can maintain your anxiety while you speak, which is something that I have problems with. I think the main thing that everybody can learn is that everyone suffers in their own way, not suffers, but everyone struggles in their own way when they present, because you always have that fear of being judged by others, and in a sense you are, because people are going to judge your presentation based on how you talk, based on how you look, and it all plays into when you're speaking. That's pretty much the summary of Unit 2. Thank you for listening.